It's 8 o'clock and the museum is now open. Come on in. Come one, come all. Watch your step. Get on in here. It's Riff Arcade. I'm your host, Josh. And today we are once again kicking it back to the old school computer lab. Elementary school computer lab. We're playing Museum Madness right here on Riff Arcade tonight. So I kicked off my stream, the stream that I'm hosting 3 Mondays ago, and then promptly took the next 2 Mondays off. Whoops. But no, part of the reason we made so many changes in June is that June was kind of my big vacation month. I took a week, spent it down in Florida at a place called Ponce Inlet. Some of you might have heard of it, some of you maybe not. It's just south of Daytona Beach. So if you know where Daytona is, you're in the neighborhood. Ate a lot of seafood, had a great time, did a lot of resting and relaxing. And now it's time to get back to work. You know, I've got a docent here at this museum. I've got to help interpret the exhibits. And what's that? All the exhibits have gone insane and are running loose throughout the museum? Well, we've got to fix that. Beach Lover, I loved your comment. That got me in the mood to play some Museum Madness. I picture you all just waiting right outside the museum with the velvet rope waiting to drop. So because I was at the beach, I'm actually going to take, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to take the honor of choosing the first exhibit we're going to do tonight. Mick is being very impatient. Is there a problem? We must select an exhibit before things get worse. My battery power will not last long. Oh, Mick, you're so impatient. Which, that being said, I'm not going to do Mark's voice quite like I did a few weeks ago, because my throat hurt really bad the next day. So I'm not going to do that same voice. But we're going to do Ocean Life, because I was at the beach for a week. Listen to some divine reggae music straight out of your desktop gateway 1998 Windows 98 sound chip. So there's a lot of information about the oceans. You guys can feel free to pause and read that in the upload. Cool! I'm at the beach. I'm just gonna do my regular voice for this guy, more or less, tonight. Where's my surfboard when I need it? This looks like a tidal pool. I used to collect shells and other things from tidal pools when I was little, but the water in this one looks kind of dirty. He's a kid after my own heart. I also like to find pretty shells. I did it while I was at the beach this past a couple weeks ago. I was finding little shells and I was like, oh, look at this shell. Some more information for you. Are you learning? Write this all down. Take notes. There will be a test at the end. I'm kidding about the notes thing, but there will be a test at the end. That's gonna happen. All right. So what we want to do is grab Mr. Starfish here. This little guy's all dried out. Wonder if I should put her in that dirty water. Might die if I leave her out here, but the water may be too polluted for her to survive. Well, we're just gonna drop her in the ocean, I think. Yes. The starfish opens the clam and reveals a key. Finishing up the Lions Club meeting. I'll pay better attention in a few. Are you just sitting at a Lions Club meeting watching Riff Arcade? Hey guys, here we are. That being said, looks like my voice might be a little loud. Let me turn myself down there. There we go. Boom, and we're back. Okay. We're going to close the meeting by watching 2 hours of this guy playing a game none of you have heard of. Alright, wow, she must have been hungry. Went straight for that clam and opened the shell. Today we learned starfish eat clams, I guess. But the water's so dirty, the sea star doesn't want to stay in it. I hope she's okay. So obviously what's wrong with this exhibit is that it's polluted. We've got to clean it up. So we're going to start by snatching up that key. Looks almost new. Can't have been inside for long. Well, kids, do you know what the key might go to? That's right! It's the treasure chest! And in we go. We've got some scuba equipment. We've got a fishing net. That's all we need. And you guessed it, we're gonna put that bad boy right on. Boom! Fits him in everything. What are the odds? This is some suit. I feel like I could walk on the moon in this. That reminds me of that joke in Futurama where they're fishing off of the spaceship and a giant fish grabs the pole and pulls the whole spaceship underwater. And they're like, wow, we're getting pretty deep, Professor. We're at 54,000 atmospheres. How many atmospheres can this ship take? And he goes, well, it's a spaceship, so I'd say anywhere between 0 and 1. Such a good joke. All right. Everybody in the pool. And here we go. Look at them go. We're diving into the exhibit. I'm a little parched. It's time for the crisp, the bold, creamy taste of a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar and cream soda. Don't worry, I've got the 7-Up too. We all know how I like to mix my beverages. Not at the same time. That'd be weird. 7-Up and Dr. Pepper in the same sip. Then again, who knows? There are crazier things out there. Thought the coral reef was supposed to be full of fish and other animals, but this place is especially empty. That's not what it says. It's empty except for that funny looking shrimp. Hey! I am the way my maker made me. Alright. So I think if we try to progress the shrimp. No? Okay, the shrimp does nothing. Well, we needed the shrimp. I thought it was going to block my path. Let's go back and get that shrimp. The yummy, delicious shrimp. If this water weren't so dirty, it'd be a beautiful blue. I wonder who lives here. Well, it's the shark. Alright, so that fishing net, we're going to use it immediately. DB Rush Fan! I'm just the way God made me, sir. Oh, what is that from? I knew it was a quote from something, but I can't think of what. Boom! That sounded like a gun going off. It hurt my ears. This shrimp sure scared me. So we're going to put that in our inventory. Luckily, the sea suit is coded to the pack for keeping sea animals unharmed. I wonder if that's a thing. I'm glad I didn't bring my lunch. Spinal Tap, that's right. Just the way God made me. So yeah, I knew it was a British accent. Once again, oh no, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, no, go back. Okay. More information. Coral reefs, which are actually dying. We're still losing our coral reefs by an astonishing rate. They're bleaching out, they say. It's because you keep being in it. I'm sorry I asked. That guy looks very mean. I wonder if sharks think of people as sushi. I know, but I think of him as sushi. I'm gonna use shrimp. Boom! To scare away the shark. It's like the shotgun shrimp or something. It's bang bang chicken and shrimp, I think is what they call it in nature. Take that, big guy, and boom. There they go. Off on an adventure. Shrimpy and Mr. Shark. And we've got a little item. This looks like the wrench I used to fix the water pipe under the sink of the kitchen. No, it doesn't, sir. That is not what a wrench looks like. Alright, so we've got it. We've got the wrench. Rusty wrench. And there's a little... Oh, nope. There's no information for you. Sorry. this one goes to 11. This place sure is dark and empty. All I can see are some yellow lights hovering near the bottom. It's a fish that has its own built-in flashlight. That's right. It's a luminescent fish. Bioluminescence, as they call it. I'm a biologist, by the way. It's not a joke. That's my day job. All right. So what we're going to do is, I think we need to catch the bioluminescent fish. Take it easy, Sparky. Just want to see if we can throw some light on the situation. How about this pipe situation? Way to go! That pipe looks like it's leaking something gooey and grimy. That's right, the gooey, grimy taste of 7-Up the Uncola. Gooey. Grimy. Grimiest. Okay. So what we've got to do, this is the light that is now being shown on the pipe. We're going to use, you guessed it, the rusty wrench. We're going to tighten that little valve right up. Oh, let me take the glue off. There we go. And as you can see, the ocean slowly dissolves from a gray to a dark blue. Got it! That pipe was leaking slime into the tank and polluting everything. But not anymore. Now the tank is safe for Sparky and all her friends. The air supply is getting low. Air supply! Quick, DB Rush fan, name an air supply song. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost. I don't think that's an air supply. Is it? Anyway. This place sure has changed. The water's much clearer and sea life is returning. Those turtles are having a great time. Wish I could stay and hang out with them, but the air supply is getting low and I have to get back to the surface. Besides, Mr. Jaws may return and ask me to stay for lunch. He names things the way my wife names things. Everything is either Mr. Blank or Blanky. So Mr. Shark or Sharky. That is how that is an air supply. I'm so lost without you. I'm almost at the end of my air supply song. I know you were right. So long. I don't know the words to any other line. The reef is coming back to life too. I wish. It's not in real life. I better get out of here before I turn into a fish. And meanwhile, Mick is just like, I guess I'll be out here then. I guess. And here we are. We are back out. Our diving suit has been shed, and the ocean is safe for fish and other living things now. All the hard work has made me thirsty. I wonder if I can get a drink of water around here. Well, my friend, we do have the thirst-quenching taste of 7-Up, the explosive combination of lemon and lime in every swallow. I am not being paid by 7-Up. Just want to make that clear. All right. Let's head back to the main hall and see if anything else looks fishy. That's it. That's ocean life. Whoops. All we had to do was stop the pollution. They're putting chemicals in all our food. We had to put an end to that. So we are back to the main menu, and this time it is up to you guys to choose which exhibit we do next. So once again, I'm going to give you guys the poll. We are going to start with the subject. What subject will we do next? It's technology, as evidenced by the computer. We've got space and rockets. We've got U.S. history. We've got nature. We've got world history. So between those 5 things, you have 1 minute. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll narrow it down from there. Those guys were maggots. Whoever this virus is, they're maggots, and they put chemicals in all our food. These guys are maggots that put in chemicals in all our food. Thanks, Joe Perry. Thank you. Obviously, a vote for U.S. history. And remember, this is, you vote for the one you want. Don't just go for popular opinion. If we have any ties, we'll sort it out. We will figure it out. We've got about 15 seconds left. Looks like we've got about 4 subjects and everything except U.S. history and nature. Only have 3 subjects each. Let's see what we got. U.S. history is where we are going to go next. It looks like, yes, there it is. U.S. history, which means it's time for one more poll. Transcontinental, Salem witch trials, and Ellis Island. Okay, new poll. Exhibit, we got Transcontinental Railroad, Salem witch trials, and Ellis Island. I've actually been to Boston recently, which isn't too far from Salem. I do want to go to Salem eventually, like around Halloween. I'm sure so many people do that every year. I'm sure Salem is crazy at Halloween every year, but I mean, it's got Sanderson sisters, a little bit of Hocus Pocus, a little bit of Halloween. Okay, anyway. I just think it'd be cool. I'm sure they do it right. I'm sure they have really good trick-or-treating, like festivals, concerts. I'm sure they have. They pull out all the stops. Has anyone been to Salem around Halloween? Or at all? I'd be interested to know about Salem. Oh, DB Rush fan. You said nature, but I put up the poll. Speaking of polls, I think we have nothing. No one voted in the poll. That's okay. Let's do the Salem witch trials. Let's do the Salem witch trials. Unless someone said something in the chat. Okay. Salem witch trials. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I try not to say let's go in our streams. If you're just joining me and you're lurking and you don't know what our channel is about, we don't just do what all the other streamers do. For example, I'm playing Museum Madness. All right, Salem Village, Massachusetts Bay Colony, circa 1690. So the country, we haven't even won our independence from Britain at this point. This is before the Revolutionary War exhibit that we did last stream. Real talk, the Salem witch trials were really terrible because, as we all know, witches, as they are conceived during these times, did not exist, which means every woman that was successfully tried as a witch was, well, it was wrong. Never been to Salem, but read The Crucible in high school. That's right. What is that, Hawthorne? The Crucible. I remember reading that in high school, too. All right, here's some information that you can click and read later. Let's talk. Let's talk and see what's going on. Oh, goodness, this Dr. Pepper is mixing up my juices. All right. You must be the one who'll defend Miss Goody in this trial. I'm going to say Goody, because Goody sounds like such a Salem witch pronunciation to say. Arthur Miller. I don't even know who I was thinking of. Nathaniel Hawthorne? What did he do? What did Nathaniel Hawthorne do? Whatever. She deserves a defense, but the evidence seems overwhelming. Again, impossible to be true. Exactly what is she accused of? Let the girls tell you in their own words. Okay. Ladies. Sarah Goody is a witch. We know it. How can you be sure, since that's not a thing? She summoned specters to appear before our eyes, not once, but 3 times. 3 times? What were these specters she summoned? First, she made ferocious animals appear in the hillside on a moonlit night. Scarlet Letter is Hawthorne, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, The Crucible and Scarlet Letter. I'll admit those two kind of run together in my mind. She made a rainbow appear out of thin air in my bedroom. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Finally, she made a witch appear in the barn. We ran away before the witch could capture us. Can you prove any of these things? Gonna go ahead and tell you the answer is no. We saw them with our own eyes. We had to tell the elders to save the village. All right, let's see what the accused has to say about any of this. I'm innocent. I saw the specters too, but I had nothing to do with creating them. You actually saw the specters? Okay, this is getting very weird. Yes, they appeared from nowhere, but I am innocent. I was as frightened as the others. She's from South Salem. I think we should have a look at the places where these specters appeared. Maybe I can figure out what's going on, said the smartest person in the room. Are you sure you weren't watching the Saturday Night Horror Show? Never mind, I forgot. You won't have TV for another 250 years. They all just turn to him and go, Warlock! We won't be doing the time warp for another 253 years. All right. Oh. Perhaps we should go to the 3 locations. Okay, so he'll unlock the door so we can leave, and we're off. It's time to find out what's really going on with these 3 specters, and see if we can get Sarah Goody off the hook. Ladies. This is where we were when Sarah caused the specters of the animals to appear in the hillside. They were walking home. She talked about animals in the woods, and the specters appeared. They appeared among the trees and rocks, but were larger and more frightening than real beasts. They were clearly outlined on the hillside. Sarah must have caused them to appear. How else could they get there? All right. Well, what do you guys think it was? Just looking around? What do you think it could have been that they saw? Maybe something was playing a trick of the tail, a trick of the light on them. That is a strange lamp you possess. I've not seen anything like it before. You will in about 250 years. It casts light over a distance. If we didn't know better, we would think it was witchcraft. Such things are evil. If it does not work as you say, we may have to try you as well as Sarah. This flashlight is not witchcraft. It's just craftsmanship and science. Maybe I can throw some light on this subject and prove that it is just speculation. All right. Boop. Boom. Boom. How about you? Why am I not working? What's going on here? Maybe that's not the Dark Side of the Moon cover. Yeah, maybe so. Let's see. I might need to talk to them some more. I'm gonna keep talking to people. You were here with the other guy? I was here with the other girls, and I was talking about the animals I have seen in the woods. There are many animals nearby. You must believe me. And you fellas? According to the girls, this is where the spectre appeared. This hillside is known to the villagers as an evil place. Okay, now I've talked to everybody. Let's try the flashlight again. Yes, there we go. There it is! Just as I thought, the animals in the hillside are just shadows caused by the trees and rocks. It's trick played by the light and not a specter. What about the other images? They could be specters. All right, buddy. Whoop. Let's see. Boom. There's number 2. And boom. Nope. Boom. There's number 3. 3 specters. I think that takes care of all the so-called specters. I hope you won't jump to conclusions next time. Well, that wraps everything up. I think we've proven that... Oh, there's more. They could not have been wrong about all 3 occurrences. We really want to kill a woman. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's use a little science to disprove this rampant speculation. That is definitely in no way an observation of the current climate. Anyway. How's that Lions Club meeting going? Are y'all playing on your phones in the middle of the meeting still? Okay. We were speaking with Sarah of how there are few colors in our gowns or the decorations of our houses. Puritan tradition demands that we dress simply. Colorful garments and decorations are frivolous. And that's when it happened. She said she liked colors and wished for more colorful things. At that moment, a rainbow appeared on the wall. How could she have done it? This one's actually a little trickier, but quite simply. Well, let's talk to the others. Let's see. The girls go, okay. Sarah Goody, what do you have to say? The same. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is pick this up. Be careful, that is my mother's crystal vase. She usually keeps it on the dresser, but I moved it this morning when I was cleaning. Okay, well, this is basically kind of like a detective crime scene. So we've got to recreate the scene of the crime. So we're going to put it back on the dresser. Boom. Just like that. At that point, I think we can open the shutters. D&B Rush fan, it's funny you mentioned the Dark Side of the Moon cover a minute ago. Because boom! And if there is no room on the hill. There's the Spectre again. I told you so, right up here. She's over it. Hold your hats. I made the rainbow appear. It's not a spectrum. It's not a specter. It's a spectrum. Excellent play on words. The light from the window bounces off the mirror and passes through the vase and makes everyone think of Time and Money, which are Pink Floyd songs. The light is broken into the colors of the rainbow. Happy Pride Month. It happens whenever light passes through. Anyway, that's science. That seems harmless enough. We're definitely going to try you next, though. You are absolutely, definitely a witch. All right. It's 2 out of 3. The lunatic is in their heads. That's a fun fact about that album is all those voices like during the interludes between songs and like that laugh at the end. That's just during the making of the album, the Pink Floyd boys went around the studio and asked everyone, just janitors, sound engineers, the people setting up the equipment. They would just go around and ask them these interview questions like, when was the last time you were violent? And were you in the right? And just things like that. They just kind of bring up interesting conversations. And that's how you get answers like, well, you give them a short, sharp shock and they'll never do it again. Dig it? I mean, you know, all that stuff. Of course, I was in the right. I like, are you afraid of dying? When the guy's like, am I afraid of dying? No, you got to go sometime, I always say. All right. This one was the most damaging of all. Sarah can call a witch into her presence. So she must surely be a witch herself. Sarah must be found guilty. Not true, my dude. All right. They were talking to Sarah about how scary the barn is at night. Suddenly someone screamed. And there it was on the wall, the specter of a witch. She must have caused the witch to appear. Why did you remain calm? You weren't paying attention. They were already frightened because of the other specters. You were adjusting the lamps when suddenly the girls were screaming. They all ran out of the barn. Okay. So once again, we're going to recreate the scene. We're going to adjust the lamp as well. Huh? Eh? We're just going to keep clicking. Click, 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 click. It's a witch. You know, a shovel and a pitcher. Everyone could have seen it coming, really. You never leave. Everyone knows you don't leave your shovel and your pitcher propped up on the barrels at the same time. Of course, it's going to make people think there's a witch in the room. It's simple. It's just simple. Everyone knows. The witch is okay. Let's take a closer look. Ladies, gentlemen, shut up. It's just shadows on the wall caused by lamps. It looks a little like the witch my little sister puts in the window at Halloween. What is this Halloween? This shows what can happen when we let our fears take over from our common sense. This was clearly not a specter, and Sarah should not be convicted because of it. We are still going to kill her, but we were going to do that anyway. What does this Halloween of which you speak? You know, it's in October when children dress up. Like, I better quit while I'm ahead. On second thought, forget I said anything. Sarah is free to go. We are sorry you were accused, Sarah. The girls were frightened. I guess we won't kill you. Never mess with scared folks. They jump to too many conclusions. There's a message here. MECC! I think it's time we headed back to the main hall for some R&R. I hope there's a vending machine in there. I'd like to conjure up the specter of a little snack. I think he says something about getting a snack after like every exhibit. He's always hungry. Okay.
Into the shrine of the silver monkey, where I'll have to assemble the monkey.
Alright folks, it's that time once again. It's time to judge our next exhibit. Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh, shut up, Nick. I'm gonna start a poll. Everyone make sure to get on the poll. Subject. We've got tech, rocket space, US history, nature, world history. The poll is live. You have 1 minute to vote on a subject via the poll. Oh, felt amazing. All right. All right, looks like we've got a couple of votes, US history and nature. Excellent, excellent. Also, during Dark Side of the Moon, during Great Gig in the Sky, there's a part in the middle where it gets very silent, and if you listen very closely and turn up your radio, you can hear a very faint voice that says, "If you can hear this, you're dying," or something like that. It's really creepy. The first time I heard it, I was like, but it's cool now. And now I'm like, that's awesome. You got me, Pink Floyd. You got me. Is the vote over? The vote is over. We're going nature. Let me see what the exhibits are. In nature, we have animal habitats, ecology, and geology. Okay. Animal habitats, ecology, geology. The poll is live. You have 1 minute. I actually used to have when I was in high school and people just said things to impress people. I remember I had a friend back in high school that used to tell me that Pink Floyd was like always stoned out of their heads. Like they were always doing drugs. They would like molest women on stage. Like they were super hardcore. And of course, you know, you get out of high school, and now of course I've become a huge fan of Pink Floyd. And I mean, even just prog rock as a whole, like none of those guys would have like been hardcore and molesting women on stage. Drugs, sure, but none of the other things. But of course, come to find out, Pink Floyd was actually notoriously straight. They never did drugs, and in fact their song Comfortably Numb is about a time when Roger Waters was under sedation for like a dentist appointment or something like that. So like it wasn't even the one song they did write about drugs, it was monitored and due to a surgery. All right, we're going to ecology. This one's interesting. I like the ecology one. Let me get all my stuff back up here. Hall of Ecology, let's go. Whoop. Oh, I knocked over my 7-Up. I had a cap on. We're good. Put that there. All right. Oh, let me go back to the scene.
Mighty MECC.
There we go. All right, wetlands. We're just gonna talk about wetlands. What happened to all the animals? Indeed, what happened to all the animals? Okay. So the game has just thrust me into whatever this is. I'll tell you, it's a matching game. So we're just going to, oh, snail, snail. Nope. 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 None of those. And yep, it's exactly what it looks like. We're just gonna match all these critters up. Okay, I saw that beetle. Yep, there it is. I've seen the rabbit. Where was the rabbit? Up here? Oh, there's that mouse. Did I see the mouse? Where's the rabbit? There it is. Okay. Boom. A man. The fox, yes. The earthworm, not so much. Oh, there's our gentleman. There's our worms. There's our other worms. I actually had an inchworm on me today. It's crawling around on my arm. I was standing under a tree, and I think it fell out of the tree. There's the grass. There's the little mushroom. There's that bird. There's this little guy. There's our otter, and there's our bird. Okay. Excuse me. We have found our animals. Let's see if they've repopulated the area. Absolutely, they have. In fact, it looks a little crowded now. Oh, I can click on them individually. Human. Oh, it's a postage stamp for some reason. Thrush. I've actually never known you could click on them individually like this. This is new to me. A weasel. What's the other bird? And it's a Pidgey. No, I would like to point out that this bird is like half the size of this human. That is a really big partridge. Alright, there's your information on the wetlands. We continue on. We are not done ecologizing this exhibit. Ah yes, computers, nature's greatest predator. Looks like the virus struck big time. These animals are sure scrambled. Guess I should try to rearrange the blocks to put them back together. You finally got seated after returning from your civil duties. Good on you, sir. Got in the way of a rifling. What a riffing good time. Well, welcome. I'm glad I have your full and undivided attention. Just in time for this sliding puzzle. I remember as a kid, I actually used to be terrible at these. I always had to get my mom to do the sliding puzzles for me. That being said, Mom! Okay, so what I want to do... It would be easier if the picture were more obvious. Let's see, that's gonna go with the top. That's gonna go with the top. That's gonna go with the top. That's the side. That's a bottom, that's a bottom. Okay, so what I want to do first is just kind of get all my top bordered pieces on top, which I now have. Yes, okay. Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna slide everything around in a loop. If you don't know how to solve sliding puzzles, watch and learn. So we're gonna do that. We got our corners. Now what we want to do is kind of get them in an order. Just like that. So this block, and this block are in a good order. I just need to slide them in correctly, so... Okay, let me stick this corner piece here, and then... Nope. Okay. Okay, so I just need to swap the order of this piece and where's my other top piece? The fox. Oh, he got way out of the way. Okay. So yeah, so these two are backwards. I gotta get them swapped around. So I'm just gonna kind of get them out of the way, and then fox. Yes. Okay. Top row done. All right. Woo! Sliding puzzles are they're like this. Okay, let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Second row is gonna be this little mushroom. It's gonna go right there. We need to finish the little weasel, which is right here. So boom, weasel's in the right place. We need the otter. This, okay. Those two go side by side. But then what goes here? Usually, like, these are way easier when you already know the full picture. Because obviously, I don't know. Oh yeah! I guess it'll be, yes, it's this partridge, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be the partridge. Okay, so once again, I just have to get. Yes, that's gonna do it. Boom. Okay, second row's done. We're making our way through. Once again, we're just gonna kind of take this one piece at a time. This is where it gets tricky though, because you kind of have to make the bottom two rows sort of line up at the same time. See, yeah, because now that rat's kind of stuck in the corner, and we gotta get him out. So, there we go. Okay. Boom, boom. Then yes. Okay. We're getting there. No. All right. No, it's the earthworm. This piece has to end up over. My goodness. Okay. So earthworm. Goes there. Okay. Closing in on it. Nope. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, well, I want to get... What if I can do... If I can finish up this side. Let me get... Nope. Well... Right, those two have to go in backwards. Slide that out of the way. Put that there. Okay, now I've just got these 6 to worry about. That's gotta end up there. That's gotta end up there. Oh! Yes! Okay. There we go. Woo! Shoo! Goodness gracious me. Alright. Okay. Right, what am I doing? Oh. Okay. So now we're making the music is hit. I love the music in this game. I'll listen to the soundtrack at work while I'm working. It's really good. So what we've got to do is we've got to make the what do you call it? The food cycle. So humans eat like almost literally everything. So many things. Okay, we've completed the human. The human definitely eats more than that, but what do you do? The food chain. Of course, the fox eats a whole lot of stuff. Just so many things, you guys. This eats worms and snails. Oh, just snails. Yeah, and worms. And probably the rodent. No? The beetle? Oh, those are outside of the... Is it not the rabbit? Okay. Oh, and grass, like seeds. Okay. Now we'll move on to this bird, who does eat worms and snails, and other worms, and grass. The mole eats worms. The ferret eats mice. And so forth and so on. And of course now we have our primary consumers. They just eat the grass. And boom. Okay, we've restored all the connections in the food web. Now I must use the computer to restore balance to the ecosystem. You'll need the information from these connections to help restore the ecological balance. This is actually one of my favorite parts in the whole game that's about to happen. Okay, so what we need to do is we are going to set how many of each animal we want in our ecosystem. So, basically, we're going to take the human, the fox, the birds, the worms, and we're going to say how many of them we want in our ecosystem. So I like to just play with this because you can find some pretty interesting things. So if all the other animals were doing amazingly well, but there were way more humans, watch what happens as the numbers go. Boom. Okay. Oh, and the goal is to balance. We need everything to be balanced when we're done. So, the humans, as you can see now, have basically cleared out everything in the ecosystem except grass. So, you know, we've killed ourselves, basically. In 4 years. Wow, didn't take long. Okay, no. But if I'm not mistaken, the way you solve it is you just balance everything and everything. Nope, same thing. So we have too much grass, so we need more primary consumers. So we're going to increase the rodents, we're going to increase the worms, the snails, the rabbits, the worms. Let's see what happens. Okay. Well, we've definitely killed a few other things. Oh, and I think if they're not flashing, they're correct. So humans need to come down. Everything else can come down a little bit. Oh, we need more grass. I think grass needs to be up all the way. And maybe these could be lower? Let's see what happens. Closer. We still have too many humans. That's got to go down. Too many foxes. They're the secondary consumers. The meat eaters, just too many. Rabbits, I guess they need to come down more. Let's bring these way down. Okay. We don't have enough of these. We haven't been able to sustain. So let's crank them all the way up. And that should do it, I'm pretty sure. No. Incorrect. Second highest? Aha, okay. So if you noticed, the years past and the amount of animals stayed the same. Everything sustained. So that's perfect. We solved it. We've saved the ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. These ecosystems sure are more complex than they look. You are not just whistling Dixie, my dude. Every time you do one thing, it affects something else. I guess that's what they mean when they say it's a small world. It's a world of laughter. No, they mean give Disney more money when they say it's a small world. More money to Disney. Okay. Excellent. Boom. Those battle controls. Those battle trolls, they are out of control. Alright, Sassy Mick, you Sassy Susan over there. We're gonna get another poll going. Hold your horses. The second verse, same as the first, folks. I'm gonna ask you for a subject, and then from there we're gonna narrow down to the exhibit. Rocket space! I see some channel points have been cashed in. As soon as I get the poll going, we're gonna take a look at that. The poll is live. And I need to consume the subject learning taste of 7-Up the Uncola. That's right. The taste's so good, it'll give you an elementary school education. I can do like in the commercials where the label's always facing out and they're always like moaning when they drink. They're like, delightful. Thank you for that. That's basically my hydrate check. We drink sugared, carbonated beverages over here. Oh goodness, an overwhelming. I like it. I feel like we're just gonna knock out world history tonight. That's kind of the way it's going. Yeah, we're down to 2. U.S. history it is. Which means we have 2 options coming up, and it is bleh. Ellis Island, that's not how you spell transcontinental. Transcontinental Railroad. By the way, Riff Arcade supports transcontinental railroads. Happy Pride Month. All right. Oh, you guys, I'm seeing some votes for, it looks like you guys really would like to have one straight transportation line from coast to coast. I do have a question, though. There's something this game doesn't teach you about the Transcontinental Railroad. I'm gonna have you guys look it up for me. Just gonna make sure that's where we're going. Gonna let the poll run its course. And indeed, we are going to the Transcontinental Railroad. Excellent. All right. Bring the game back up so I can play it. Transcontinental Railroad. We're going in. But first, I want to take away things and change scenes. All right. In 1860, the blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they didn't name the 2 companies, but I get no kick from champagne. Okay, so the Transcontinental Railroad in real life was a competition. We needed a railroad that went from coast to coast, so 2 companies made a competition out of it. One company, the Central Pacific Railroad Company, started on one end, the, I think, Union something Railroad. We'll find out in a second. Let's ride that iron horse. Oh yeah, oh yeah, steam all the way. The other company started on the other end, and whoever made it to the middle first, Promontory Point, Utah, I think. Yeah, Promontory Point, Utah, won the competition. Here's the thing. So this is the first one. This is the Central Pacific. Over here in the other room, we have the competitors, the Union Pacific Railroad. Yeah, so this game doesn't say. I can actually do either. I can sign up with Union Pacific, or I can sign up with the Central Pacific. But this game doesn't tell you which made it to Promontory Point first. So which company, I want you folks to look it up. Tell me which company was awarded the Golden Spike. Because I kid you not, it does not matter which of these I choose and win. I just win the Golden Spike. So it's very confusing. I will say that the easier map to put together is the Central Pacific. So that's who we're going to do. As you can see, they both got the same telegrams. All right. Hello, you must be the expert railroad engineer that I have been expecting. We need your help. You must restore the Central Pacific route map before the Union Pacific reaches Promontory Point, Utah. The railroad will be built as you finish the map. Whichever company gets Utah first will win the Golden Spike. All right, so the game is a simple one. We just, this isn't a sliding puzzle. This is just, you click and it's, what's the deal? Are you going to help us? All you have to do is the map. We are indeed going to do that. One more thing, we must reach Promontory Point by May 10th, 1869. The calendar on the wall will keep track of time. So this is also actually a timed puzzle. I'm fairly certain. But yeah, let's go. I've joined the Central Pacific. Union Pacific, screw them. Nuts to Union Pacific. Us here at Riff Arcade stand strongly for the Central Pacific Railroad. So we're going in. Like I said, this map is easier to do because you've got the ocean. You can just like slam these over here and boom, boom. And that's correct. Okay. Then we've got the other oceany bits. Oh, that's not right. That's more right, but still not quite there. There we go. That's that. All right, I see our edges. Let's go ahead and do our edges. Because we're sport. This goes down here. This goes down here. Okay. The telegram just arrived. It's about our crew. Fresh horses make track laying faster. We gain 2 months. Boom, we're back. We time traveled back to December 1863. All right, now I'd just like to connect the lines, the red line. That's not right. There we go. Okay. And then we just want to work on that railroad all the livelong day. Oh, I'm done. That's it. We did it! We beat Union Pacific to Promontory Point. Again, I don't know if that's how history went. Someone had to do it. And so we enjoy this cutscene of the train gliding along the rails to its destination at Promontory Point, Utah, where Central Pacific, I guess, will be awarded the Golden Spike. Seriously, look it up and let me know in the chat. I'm really interested to know. If you guys don't tell me, I'm going to look it up. Here comes Central Pacific. Right at the meeting in Promontory Point, Utah. There's the Union Pacific. And there we are. A telegram from President Grant. May 10th, 1869, from Ulysses S. Grant to the Honorable Leland Stanford, the Central Pacific Railroad Company, Promontory Point, Utah. Congratulations, stop. You have achieved the impossible. Stop. Please stop. This great nation is now truly united from sea to shining sea. Stop. Give my compliments to your brave crew and that of your worthy opponent. Stop. The Golden Spike is yours. Grant. So close. But that word has it. You can't spell yours without you, President Grant. The honor is yours. That's right. Mark gets to hammer the Golden Spike in. Which, by the way, if you weren't at our last stream, we named him Mark because he looks just like the youngest brother Mark from the show Home Improvement, the 90s sitcom. Thanks. Good job. I hate you. And there we go. All right, I'm going to look it up. Let's see. Transcontinental Railroad. Boom. Who won? Land grants. It says the Transcontinental provided. No. A series of Transcontinental Railroad. No. United States, the first concrete plan. The first of these, Pacific Railroad, was built by the Central Pacific Railroad and Union Pacific Railroad, just like the San Francisco Bay. With the nation's existing railroad network at Council Bluff, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, thereby creating the world's first transcontinental railroad. When opened, its construction was made possible. No. Was there a Golden Spike in a competition? Was that not a thing? Did this game just make that up? Let me search Golden Spike specifically. Transcontinental Railroad Golden Spike. The Golden Spike, also known as the Last Spike, is the ceremonial 17.6 karat gold final spike driven by Leland Stanford to join the rails. Completing the last, I don't know if there was a competition at all. Okay, I'm scanning it. I don't see it. I don't think there was a competition. I think they both just built their stuff and called it a day. Okay. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Mark? Yeah. It's Mark. Isn't it Mark? Yeah. Right? Oh. Good luck on who won. All I can find is even today it is highly debated on who really won. Oh, yeah. The Golden Spike was given to the Union Pacific owner because he was better tied in politically. Aha. Okay. The greatest graduate of West Point in American history. Grant? Yeah. His name is Mark, right? You're not gaslighting me? Okay, let's get the next quiz up. We've only got one U.S. history left. All right, subject, tech, rocket space, U.S. history, nature, and world history. The poll's live. You have 1 minute to vote on your subject. It also looks like we have a posture check. You're right, it is much nicer up here. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. By the way, the Pink Floyd facts won't be on the test at the end. Again, I'm not kidding. There's literally a test at the end of this game. They're like, hey, remember everything? Oh, we've got a tie between rockets in space and world history. Ah, but not anymore. At the last second, someone snuck in a vote for world history, and it looks like that is what we're going to do. That being said, it's time to choose a subject in world history. And we've got a few. We still have 4. Prehistoric, writing, the telescope, and the Industrial Revolution. See if I can remember all that right now. Let me get the new poll going. Industrial Revolution. Galileo's telescope. History of writing. And prehistoric people. That's right. The poll is live. You have 1 minute. We will go to whichever exhibit you guys vote on. In the meantime, I'm going to do something I should have done already, and that is save the dang game. Riff Mad. I don't even remember why I call it. Oh, it was like Riffmagication or something like that. I'll rename it. Education. No. Edutain me. All right. We've got us a good old-fashioned tie. I suppose I'll break the tie. Let's do the Industrial Revolution. Someone just went, "Aw." And for that, I apologize. Mark is not the best West Point grad. No. He had his emo phase. Alright, there's a lot of information about the Industrial Revolution for you to enjoy at a later time. This is a pretty cool place, but that pile of parts on the ground looks like the time I tried to fix my family's washing machine. Waka waka. Alright. So of course we're going to inspect that pile. And we're going to put this stuff together. So it looks like we've got us a little chimney on top. That should be easy enough to repair. No, I wanted to thank the Phoenicians. I think they are. In fact, in the history of writing. I think it's very much like the current iteration of the Spaceship Earth ride at Walt Disney World and Epcot. All right, what's going on? Boom, boom, boom. All right. We've made some blueprints for... well, I don't know. This might say. It was a steam engine. It's the first successful steam engine by Thomas Newcomen, a British engineer in 1712. Well, we're gonna check this. We're gonna circle back to this. Remember the first steam engine? We're gonna circle back around. But first, we're going to invent spinning machines, I believe. Textiles. Textiles, I say. Alright, so for this one we actually have a little blueprint to look at, which is handy. And there it is. We're going to slap start, and there it goes. We've got us an automatic loom, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of railroad spikes, did I ever tell you about the time I ran a 74-ish mile mountain trail race with a spike in my pack? Once or twice. No, that's awesome though. That's an amazing feat. An amazing feat. It's working so well, I bet I could almost spin straw into gold. Won't hold my breath for that, but sure can turn more yarn than those old-fashioned spinning wheels you see in fairy tale books. Indeed, indeed. All right. Oh, by the by, there seems to be an extra part or two. Like when you finish a Lego and you're just like, uh-oh, there's way too many leftover parts. Part 1, part 2. Fair enough. All right. Over here we've got the first steam locomotive. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna make a steam locomotive. The Iron Horse, as you said earlier. Boom. 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 There we go. There's more to that sound. There it goes. There goes the steam locomotive. At what point in this Industrial Revolution section do we get to try to overthrow the bourgeoisie? The bourgeoisie of the non-industrial. We'll overthrow you with your spinning wheels of sleeping beauty. Oh, it reminds him of the electric train he had when he was little. He's always got something snippy to say. And here it comes. I built that. I put that together with my frail childlike arms. And another spare part. Yoink. Alright, this time we're going to build it first and then read what I put together. Just for the suspense. I'm going to slap this wheel here. This obviously goes here. Boom. Boom. Alright, folks, what is it? Now seize the means of production. It's right there. Wow, that joke really pulled together. I think this is the first combustion engine, I do believe. It's hard to imagine this is how cars got started. That would not fit in a car, no. I wonder if I could make a go-kart from this engine. I better not try. There's too much to do around here, and I would probably just crash into the other machines and have to start over again. There's an extra part, and it is indeed the first combustion engine created by James Lenoir of Belgium. Very nice. All right, that's the end of the exhibit, but it's not the end of the puzzles. Because if we go back to the very first screen, you'll see we now have all of our missing parts in a neat little pile. So if you guys remember that blueprint we put together at the very beginning of the exhibit, we now have the parts to build the very first steam engine. There it is. Boom. Lovely. Now overthrow them. The machines from the Industrial Revolution are trekking away, and we are one step closer to the AI singularity. Let's go back to the main hall and see what new disasters need to be repaired. Alright, folks, you know what that means. It's time for another vote.
Into the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, where I'll have to assemble the monkey.
My wife and I are slowly watching old episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple, and eventually I'm going to actually see that clip where he's like, the silver monkey, well, they'll have to put together the monkey. And I'm going to be like, that's it! That's the clip! It's in my streams! New poll. Subject. Tech. Space. U.S. Nature and world history. The poll's live. You have 1 minute to convince me that you want to go somewhere. In the meantime, how are things? How's everyone doing this week? It is already 9:14. This museum is going to be back together in no time. Your battery power won't last long. Well, we're going to hook you up to a steam engine, my friend. All downhill from there. Oh, yes. Yes, well. Just he just fails at everything else. So, like, the next day, he's like, welcome to the museum. Come see half of our subjects, of our exhibits. Don't go into any of the others. It's just piles of fire. Endless piles of fire. Oh, the U.S. Are we about to wrap it up? Yeah, there's only one left in the U.S. And it's one, so we're going to do it. I don't even have to ask you guys for a subject. So we are going to bring you guys back up in the chat so I can see. It's going to be Ellis Island. Let's take this one together. Let's do this. This has the best music in the game, by the way. All right. Between 1870 and 1916, more than 25 million people came to America to make a new life. Let's do it. One of these ships. Okay. So one of the ways you can fail this exhibit is 2 of these ships don't even go to America. You just end up in the wrong place. So of course, crowded ships. Most of these immigrants were escaping the overpopulation and poverty. Many spent all they had to buy a ticket to the United States. We are going to recreate that existence right now. Either you have a ticket or you don't. Harsh. But that's the way it was. You look like you're bound for America. The colonies. We want to go, but we're not sure how to get a ticket. You've come to the right place. I just happen to have a spare ticket right here. Is it for sale? You're darn tootin' it is. Or trade if you don't have the cash. So, flashlight. Here you go, buddy. That's a good start, young fellow, but a ticket to America is a valuable thing. Some people spend everything they have to buy passage. I knew you were a bright kid when I first saw you. Which one is Ishmael? Yeah, one of these, I just get conscripted into whale hunting. What's that? I need more barrettes. We're getting closer to a fair price, but I think you can do better with that fellow over there. Is that all you have? Well, handkerchief. Keep going, kid. You're on a roll. I'll tell you when you're done. This is highway robbery. The lightning lane. Where is the lightning lane? Can I get the fast pass to America? A little more. You're doing just fine now. Just a bit more and you'll have your passage to the land of plenty. So I guess the last thing I'll give him is actual currency. Okay, kid, that's a fair price. Here's your ticket. Use it in good health. I know you're going to make your fortune in America. All I know is that you're making a fortune right here. Thanks for the ticket, and I hope you have a good time with my stuff. Alright, so there's the ticket. Yoink. I'm pretty sure this fella in the middle is right. If not, we're going to have an interesting little cutscene in a minute. Are you sure this is the ship you want aboard? We sail immediately. Yep, let's do it. Those clothes look pretty flimsy for where we're going. God, a whale of a tale to tell you, lads. Whale of a... Oh, we're bound for Antarctica. I hope you speak penguin. And that's how Josh ended up in China. Well, all right, we're going back in. What a punk. At least we can hear this sweet music again. All right, you know the drill, folks. Yoink. Have a comb. Here, have my life savings. Here, have my dignity. Have my Thai Beanie Babies collection. And of course, my video game collection. Alright. We've got the ticket. Let's try this guy. You look like a fun chap. Yes. We're going to America. Alright. All steerage passengers must be in steerage compartment by 8 bells. What's 8 bells? What's 8 bells with you? I'm kidding. Old Santa joke. That's the way we tell time on a ship. When you hear 8 bells, you must be in the steerage compartment. Alright, so it's basically a maze. We just gotta find steerage. Oh! Little poster of Lady Liberty over there. And we're down here. Is that, okay? Going back up. That's the way it came from. We'll try these stairs this time. Okay. Just jackknife back and forth here. 3rd class! We made it, folks. All that work to get to a sardine can? I'll never complain about my room again. Now hear this, I've got a whale of a tale to tell you. We have docked at Ellis Island in New York Harbor. All immigrants disembark through the starboard gangway. That's sailor talk that means we should leave through the right passage. There's information on the cramped environment of the ship. Looks prime in, we leave at 6 bells. Yes. Alright, we have made it. We are on Ellis Island. The Statue of Liberty was the first pinup girl. Oh yeah. I can make that work. She thick. Alright, we're taken to the Great Registry Room where we're going to be questioned by doctors and immigration officers. They're going to stick their fingers wherever they want. They have to make sure we are above the level. Welcome to America. Before you can be admitted to the United States, you must go through a thorough proctology exam. I'm kidding. Make sure that you have good eyesight. Then the thorough proctology exam. All right, he's gonna show me 3 sets of objects and ask me a question about each set. All right, here we go. Whoops. Can chat help me out? I thought he was gonna ask the question while the pictures were up. Which one was different from the others? Help. Oh, I need to go back to the... There we go. See, thank you. That's correct. I have an eye for... That's right. I have an eye for American trivia. I try to look sharp, if you know what I mean. All right. Okay. All right. I'm on to you now. One of these is Thomas Jefferson. Which one of these was different from the others? It was That wasn't trivia. I think there is trivia coming. 2 out of 3. You pass the eye test. Keep up the good work, and you'll see your way through. You'll see your way through the rest of the tests. little optometrist joke there. You can move on to the check station. Good luck. My dad's the sailor that brought you in. All right, here we go. Officer. What is this? This is the same thing. Okay. Welcome to America. I'm Officer Krupke. I see you passed the eye test. That's just a little joke. I hope you don't have a night job in a comedy club. No, but that doctor does. I'm his cousin. Have you ever been to Ellis Island? I've never been to Ellis Island. I've been to the island that the Statue of Liberty is on. So I've been on a ferry that went past Ellis Island, but I've never been to Ellis Island. No. Have you? Have you been to Ellis Island? Okay. This one's real. Okay. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted by Congress? Okay, that one's a little easy. We know it's July 4th, 1776. But because it's like a 2 out of 3 thing, I want to see all 3 questions. So I'm going to guess wrong. I'm afraid that wasn't right. Back on the boat. No. Okay. There we go. There's one. All right. Who founded the American Red Cross? Chat, help me out. Was it B.T. Washington, Thomas Jefferson, or C. Barton? Highly recommended. It's awesome and humbling. Oh, that's cool. Did it look like this? Do you kind of recognize like what the rooms look like? Did it have this sweet jam in the background? Barton. Everyone's saying C. Barton. C. Barton. Okay. Boom. I was not. You need to answer one more to pass the test. Okay. Which of these men was not president of the United States? Well, that would be Ben Franklin. That one was easier. I literally didn't know the second one, so that's awesome. Thanks for helping me out. Franklin, yes. 2 out of 3 correct. I passed the American history test. I can move to the memory test. Sweet. I guess studying for Miss Caluncle's exams paid off after all. The 90s. Okay. I'm gonna go talk on my clear telephone. I can see all the parts inside. Alright. We are going to do 3 questions about the Statue of Liberty. You saw it on your way to New York Harbor, and you've probably seen pictures of it hundreds of times. What date is written on the statue's tablet? Once again, I'm pretty sure it's the 4th of July, 1776. I will once again ask incorrectly so we can get more questions. Boop. Okay. Question number 2. Which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold a torch? Right, left, or none? I like that. I like that one. I'm wanting to say it's right. I think she's got right up in the air. Left is holding the tablet. Is it left? Is it in her left hand? Ooh, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. All right, I'll look up a picture. It is in her, I have to okay, from statue's perspective, it is in her right hand. Right hand is correct. Woo! No, that's fine. Like, I couldn't have told you. Oh. A is right. Okay. One more to pass the test. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the United France. Sorry. That was a genuine mistake. Was a gift to the United States from what country? The answer is, of course, France. All right. The English language test. Oh, beach lover. I think you're about to shine. What does bussin' mean? Uh-oh. We have to understand the English language. I've spoken it all my life. The definition of 3 words. Okay, let's do it. Many people come to America to escape persecution. What is persecution? It is C, harassment because of your beliefs. I'm going to say freedom to choose. Okay. Those who come to live in America from other countries are called something. What are they called? Pugilists. I'm in America now. Put up your dukes. Loyalists. Oh, it's not loyalists. It's immigrants. Okay. And lastly, the U.S. celebrated its centennial in 1876, which is... Has that occurred yet at this point in the exhibit? Scudders. They're known as scudders. A centennial is a 100th anniversary. Excellent. Okay. Welcome to America, and we have something for you. The man you bought your ticket from was convicted of cheating immigrants just before you sailed. The captain asked me to give you back all of the possessions you used to buy your ticket. I made it and to get my stuff back? Is this a great country or what? It's got its moments. Are we done? Oh, yes, I have to leave the Great Registry Hall. And there we are. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. New York City, I guess I made it to America. For a while there, I thought I'd never get here. That must be how the original immigrants felt. I can't imagine it was easy. They sure had it tough. They must have been very determined to come to America. I would like to check out the real-life Ellis Island exhibit. I'm sure that would be really cool. I was hoping he would give you a nice American tote bag. What would he give you? Like, just like, here's your baseball and your, I don't know. On a boat, on a plane, they're coming to America. All right. A gun. Yes, well done, well done. American tote bag and a hobo sack, okay. Well, folks, we have actually completely finished one whole subject. So, going forward, we're only gonna have four things in the subject poll. We've got tech, space, nature, world history, and the poll is live. And I'm watching eagerly for your results. Someone voted really quick on world history. I like it. Yes. Hey, welcome to New York. Wonderful. What? Here's your Mexican street corn. Ooh, so many votes. I like it. Go ahead and get over mixed belly aching here. Go ahead and get into this list, so I'll have it ready. Time's almost up, and we are going to world history. What's left? What's left in world history? We have prehistoric people, the development of writing, and Galileo's telescope. Excuse me. New poll. Exhibit. Prehistoric people, history of writing. Mistyped it first. And Galileo's scope. The poll is live. And I'm going to save again. Shut up, Mick. Disk options. Save. Edutain me. Ah, yes. Some revenge voting on the history of writing happening here. That's a good one. I think y'all like the history of writing. I mean, it really is. Like, y'all are going to be like, oh, this is Spaceship Earth brought to you by Siemens. Yeah. Siemens the company, not... Anyway. Nah, I giggle. I giggle every time I see it. Okay, the history of writing has won out. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, let's learn how to write good. And of course, Egypt. That's where we're going. Ancient writing. One of the most important inventions of the ancient world was writing. Many early civilizations, Egyptian Chinese, used pictographs, etc., etc. We're going to learn about all that stuff right now. Ah, yes, the Rosetta Stone. So what we've got is this lad. This is the subject of our problem. This is terrible. My master instructed me to finish this inscription before he returns, but I can't remember what the hieroglyphs mean. Why can't you remember? I was supposed to study them last night, but I went to a concert instead. Been there. Hope it was a good group. It was great. This new group of flutists and drummers played in honor of Hathor that got us some music and dancing. I didn't get home until very late. The orgies were incredible. You had to be there. Sounds like you blew it. Can you help me? My master's very mean. We call him Old Sobek. Egyptians get it. The crocodile god because he has a nose like a crocodile. Okay, so the issue is this. We don't know how to translate this. Are they talkable? They are talkable. You young scribes are all alike, always trying to avoid your work. Do you have a papyrus pass to be away from your tablet? You must be the hall monitor. I'm out of here. Okay. So what we want to do is make papyrus. So these are the instructions. We're going to talk to this lad here. What are you doing? I'm making papyrus. It's the best thing to write on, but I'm very tired. Can you take over for a while? Yes, I can. So we've got this. This is like a pile of reeds that's been tied together with string. So what we're going to do is cut them evenly and weave them together. That's kind of cool. From that, we are going to take a handkerchief, lay it across the top, and whack it with a hammer. Then we're also going to smooth it out with a stone, and that's those reeds are going to have been smushed into papyrus. Did you know that? Did you know that is how they made papyrus? That's right, with a pocket knife. From now on, I recycle. Nice. All right, so we've got our papyrus, and we're going to take that with us to the next screen. And boom, we're in Rome, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Greek. We're in Greece. Sorry. I think Rome is coming. These Greek urns must have fallen into the floor when the computer went ballistic. Let's put them back together again. Hey, that sounds like a job for all the king's horses and all the king's men. I had this kid's sense of humor growing up, by the way. Like, this is, that is that 90s sense of humor. Just like wink and a nod everywhere you go. Boom. Okay, that's that. I'll watch that little dude in Spaceship Earth make papyrus. That's right. There's a little, yeah. Never saw a pocket knife, though. Maybe you should throw him one. That should go well. Throw a little pocket knife at the animatronic next time we're on Spaceship Earth. Let me know how that goes. I'm kidding. Don't do that. They'll take you to Disney jail. They'll make you listen to It's a Small World so many times. So the reason putting these urns back together is important is because they have writing on them. We need to use that writing to help us transcribe that Rosetta Stone later on. The urn doesn't look like Humpty Dumpty. It has the picture of someone writing on a tablet. I wonder if they're writing in the Greek alphabet. I've got a feeling you're right, Marcus Aurelius. You'll end up in Disney jail with Adam the Woo. That guy. I'm sure he's trying to sneak into the shutdown Star Wars resort now. He's like, we're gonna sneak into the old abandoned Star Wars resort. And boom. That one didn't have writing on it. I guess I put that one together just for funsies. Alright, actually it's kind of cool. The picture on the urn shows a horse and chariot. They're probably in a race. There's no writing on the chariot. I think at this point I can write. Maybe? Can I write down the... Not yet. I think I have to come back and do it in a minute. I'll copy down those letters off of that urn. All right, where are we now? We are in Rome. We did it. I knew Rome was coming. All right. What's up, my dude? Mess with the bull, you get the horns. I have enough to do on my own school. Oh boy. Better not stay long then. When the teacher returns, we have to recite the Latin alphabet. He gets very angry if we make mistakes. Okay. And the teacher's back. Okay. Are you the new student? I am not. In this class, you will learn to think. Caius, why don't you show the new student what you've written on your tablet? It looks like the alphabet on his tablet. Think the Venetians. They invented it. So what we want to do is just write down what he is showing us. Boom. Okay. And I don't remember how to write this down. Papyrus, perchance? We're gonna come back in a minute. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do that yet. That's okay. We've got more screens to solve. Because we have now made it to ancient China. The Chinese, the first to invent ink and paper over 4,500 years ago. I like how blunt he is. Hey, I'm trying to solve the mystery of the exhibit in this museum. I'm not aware of any mystery. I'm here to teach young people like yourself the art of Chinese writing. Do you wish to learn? Ya darn tootin'. Alright, so we're going to decipher his little puzzle. The wall has the old way of writing Chinese characters and the new symbols for the same words. Match the old with the new, then talk to me again. Okay, so we're going to do that. So what you do is, some of these look like the same but different. So like it's like 3 little peaks. So obviously that could have turned into like this 3 little peaks. It's just easier to write. Makes sense. Then this little thing became this little guy. Makes sense. It's kind of like an upside down, a very rudimentary upside down F. That looks like an actual upside down F. Likewise, there's the right side up versions. These last 2 are a little weird. I don't super remember exactly which ones go to which, but that'll do it. All right. They're turning yellow because I'm getting them correct. So boom. Right? Wait. Yes. Yes, those are correct. All right. You're truly ready to become a scribe. Take this pen and ink. Use them wisely. They have been used to solve many mysteries. Okay. That's why I couldn't write that other dude's stuff, is because I had to use this kind of a pen. Boom. No? Okay, whatever. We move on. So this lad's gonna show me what's on his tablet. Now I can copy them. Right? Yes? Yes. Thank you. Boom. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's really good penmanship. Did you know the answer to the Chinese puzzle because you solved that unbelievably fast? Yes, I solved that just from having played this game before. I mean, oh, I already have a papyrus scroll. I'm too advanced for this class. Sweet, I graduated. You mean everyone doesn't know ancient Chinese? Come on. All right, so here I do the same thing. I just gotta copy. Oop, there it is. That copies the Greek alphabet onto the papyrus, but it still looks Greek to me. I wonder if I can use these to translate the hieroglyphics. So I've now got Roman to Greek, Greek to hieroglyphic, and now I can finally look at this hieroglyph. Those are Egyptian hieroglyphics. Some stand for individual words or ideas, others stand for a single sound, just like each letter stands for a sound in English. The hieroglyphics on this stone stand for individual sounds. They're combined like letters in English to form words. So, it's basically like the decoder ring from A Christmas Story. I'm basically just gonna look at foot. Foot is the Greek B, which becomes the Roman B. Boom, just like that. I'll go ahead and do it for the other boot as well. Bam. You learned all your Chinese letters in the China Pavilion at Epcot. Yep, that's where all our culture comes from. Epcot. I'm not being facetious. That's really where I've gotten most. Okay. Let's get this hook going. That's the only one of those. Then we do a little cup. Ah, yes. Thank you, Nightbot. What else do we have? The hand. I did the hand. Let's do the single feather is an E, so we're just going to transfer all that right down, just like that. This part's a little monotonous. It's just a bit of a clicking exercise. But we have the first word. The first word is scribe. It's like Wheel of Fortune. Does anyone know what it's gonna say? No, we'll do the little mountain lion. Is there an L? There is one L. Little zigzags are an N. Boom. The little bola tie is an O. There are two O's. Boom. Oh, I missed a hand. And lastly, a T. Scribe, do not be idle. It says, like and subscribe. Hey-oh, hey. Like and subscribe. It should say, thank the Phoenicians. Yes. The message from your teacher says, scribe, do not be idle. Don't look now, but I think you're busted. Roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp. I guess my teacher knows me better than I thought. Here it comes now. Better get to work. Thanks. No problem. I guess that makes me a scribe, doesn't it? Now that I've solved the mystery of the hieroglyphs, I hope I can use the information to get one step closer to the virus. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Do I really have time? Let me look and see if there's like a really quick one. How big is the universe? There we go. No. Radio, energy technology, simple machines is pretty quick. Yeah, let's do simple machines really quick. That's the shortest one right now. I saw the last taping of Price is Right in the Bob Barker Studio 33 today. They're moving somewhere else next season. End of an era. Wow. I have noticed they never changed it up from like COVID, I don't think. Like during COVID, they, instead of just having like the rows of seats, they had like sort of like cocktail tables where different groups sat. Work. Oh. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what the new studio looks like. Machines do work. Oh yeah. Work has two parts. The effort and the distance over which you maintain the effort. Oh yeah, we're getting into physics, folks. Simple machines reduce the effort required to move objects. That's right. And there goes a kangaroo, I guess. Oh yeah. Oh, look at it just wreck everything. Oh, great. Wonderful. Thanks. I'm gonna enjoy putting that back together. Wonderful. There's the little hopper. I guess he can't get down on his own. If I put things back together, maybe I can get him out of here and fix this exhibit at the same time. Oh, let's help the little guy. So in short, we've got the inclined plane, we've got the pendulum. Let's put them together. Boop. Ball goes next to ball. Yes. Ball goes next to plank. Jack goes under plank. All right. Next, we have the lever. You guys remember all this? Is this giving flashbacks to physics, 9th grade physics? Guess what the first prize they ever bidded on in 1972 was? A ping pong table. Interesting. I would have guessed just like a washing machine or something. That's something you don't see as much of, is like washing machines. I think this goes on top of the... Yeah. And, boom. There we go. We've got our lever ready to go. Yeah, Adrian and I were watching some old clips one time, and yeah, they would win like appliances and stuff that they don't really give away anymore. They don't do so many appliances. Wheel and axle. That's right, we're gonna put together this wheel and, of course, lead singer of Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose. I forgot where all that goes. Up just like that. And boom. There's our wheel and axle. And lastly, we've got, you guessed it, the pulley. Boom. Yep. What's crazy is there are formulas for this stuff, like exactly how much effort a pulley pulls off. It's like half the length of the rope. I don't know. It's something. It's crazy. I accidentally closed. I failed. The kangaroo will starve. The kangaroo will likely starve. What did I do? Oh. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Boom, and cage goes on the bottom. Boom. We've got our pulley set up. So now, all those things put together, I'm going to click into the first room up here. And we are going to set our little Rube Goldberg device into motion. It didn't work because we have to increase our inclined plane. Boop. Boom! Dun, 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 dun. It's too high. It's too much work. This should do it. The ball goes into the air. No? Wait. One more? There we go. The ball goes into the air, lands on the lever, flips the ball over, turns on the device. The water spins the gears, which turn the axles, which moves the plane forward, knocks the weight over, the pulley, and that happens. Simple machines. Ladies and gentlemen, simple machines. Little guy sure seems scared. I guess I'll head back to his home cyborg land, which will probably be like the Hall of Animal Habitats. I better go back to the main hall and see if anything else has escaped. For now, this exhibit is quiet. Not a creature is stirring. Not even a kangaroo. Well, I'm not sure that Cyreps have feelings. All right, Chat GPT. I will search my database if you would like. That won't be necessary. I rather think that we saved him. Speaking of saving things, yeah, oh my gosh, he's still talking. There we go. That was delightful. Yeah, that was only like 3 minutes long. Okay. That is a schematic of my brain. Just do. It's like the jalopy sound. Like when you start thinking really hard, you just start hearing the. All right, let's look at our work so far. That's the last exhibit we'll do tonight. We've cleared U.S. history. It's done. We're pretty close to knocking out nature and world history. A good chunk of tech left. That's our biggest subject that we still have yet to accomplish. And in the middle, we've got, tech is here. Sorry, rockets in space is the subject that we still have the most to accomplish. So, we'll tackle that on our next Monday stream, which I promise I won't take another 2 weeks off. We will come back and keep working on this. Let me go ahead and throw down a save just to make sure we've got that. Edutain me! Are you not edutained? Oh, that should be the title of my next one. Of my next Museum Madness stream. Are you not edutained? Alright. If you're just joining us or if you've been lurking through the whole stream, just so you know, we are Riff Arcade. We're a retro-leaning comedy channel. There's actually 3 of us. It's myself, Michael Butts, who goes by Butts, and Spence, who goes by Spence. Well, and Spencer, apparently. I don't know. It's confusing. He's in between names right now. Yeah, we play retro games. We have videos that come out on Facebook and YouTube every Saturday at 10 a.m. We have streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I host the streams on Monday. Butts hosts the streams on Thursdays, and all 3 of us, we come together and do the big stream on Thursdays, all of which are at 8 p.m. Eastern. If anyone has any recommendations of who I should raid, I would love to hear it. I'm not sure what we're streaming Wednesday and Thursday. Butts, if you're in the chat, feel free to throw that information in. Thursday, maybe we'll finish Overcooked. At least I guess that's what I'm gonna push for. We'll see. Thanks to all of you, Run Disney, D&B Rush fans, Smashing McPain, D&B Rush fan, might have said that twice. Beach Lover, thank you all for joining us and chatting. We sure did learn a lot. I learned which hand the Statue of Liberty holds her torch in, and who started the American Red Cross. It was C. Barton. I still remember. Butts is still doing Batman Arkham City until the end of the month. That does sound right, yes, unless he changes it up. He has said that he's going to do Batman Arkham. It might be Arkham Knight now. I think he switched to Arkham Knight. So on Wednesday, is Wednesday still June? What day is it? Yes, Wednesday's still June. Yeah, I think Butts will be streaming Arkham Knight. So, that being said, I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Let's see. Raid. Oh, we're gonna hit the big boss for a raid. We're gonna hit the big boss for a raid. None of you will know what movie that's from. It's Dumbo. It's when they all get drunk and go ask the boss for a raise. All right. Let's see. Who's playing retro? Is anyone playing Museum Madness? I bet the answer is no. Very curious to know. Museum Madness? No, literally not even me, because I'm streaming under retro. Alright, let's see what people are streaming in retro. Let's see, we're sitting pretty on 5 viewers according to my count, although I've heard that it's probably higher these days. So let's try to raid someone in the retro category with a slightly higher count. There's a lot of people in that stream. Oh, some people are playing Super Mario RPG. We'll definitely, well, I'll have to talk it out with the boys, but I think we're going to keep streaming Super Mario RPG on the 4th Thursdays of every month. It was a lot of fun the other day. The terrific Tracy is streaming Mickey Mousecapades. Let's do that. Yes. Okay, the terrific Tracy playing Mickey Mousecapades. Raid. Boom, boom. All right, we're gonna start that raid in about 10 seconds. Yeah, so once again, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you had an amazing time. Be sure to follow if you had a good time. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. And we will see you on the next episode of Riff Arcade. Enjoy your raid.